Ladies and gentlemen,
Unsolved Mysteries.
yeah. Y'all know that block where I'm from, at any time it get ill. And if you don't believe me, then come and see this shit real. I run with real niggas, and they itching to kill. We got niggas that's paralyzed and they can't sit still. Chill.
Something's about to happen, Captain. This is more than rapping. Pistols clapping, the club's in the frenzy, it's cause and effect. Let's go. You'll be the end result of envy. This is for my niggas and my bitches. Throw your hands up before I blow your mans up. I'm on the west side of the Queen City, where the smokers bring 50 and court tonight grill so they can lean with me. Normally stay solo, but the day I brought my team with me. In the 45, in case y'all dudes wanna get mean with me.
Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to everybody. Hello, everybody. It's me, BLAZE. Y'all know what I'm about. PEACE. Positive energy, always creating elevation. Ladies and gentlemen, positive energy, always creating elevation. Y'all know my motto: if you live and start giving, get so much life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others. Get so much life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others respectfully. And you know, if you got breath, you blessed. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the present, treat it as a present and show individuals that you are a gift. Show individuals that you are a gift. If it wasn't able to tap in with commute with the community, I think the commute with the community is still currently going on at this time. Unfortunately, I'm at 8:30. You know, Remain Nameless stories start at 8:30. Well, I'm a little late. I'm a little, I'm within my window. I'm within my window. It's 8:38 or something like that. I'm outside. We got the Remain Nameless stories going down. And y'all know, Remain Nameless is... for a second, y'all. Remain Nameless Stories is brought to you in part by...
She's been down and out, she's been wrote about, she's been talked about.
Sip Happens Tea Shop. Shout out to Sip Happens Tea Shop with the tea of the week. The current tea of the week is Irish Breakfast Tea, which is a robust, highly caffeinated black tea blend. Provides a strong energy boost, deliver a high dose of heart-healthy antioxidants, and supports metabolism, focus, and digestion. So if you're looking to focus on any of these things, or if you're looking to improve some of these things, Irish Breakfast Tea is a tea for you. Irish Breakfast Tea is a tea for you, and that is currently the tea of the week. Shouts out to Sip Happens Tea Shop. Shouts out to Sip Happens Tea Shop. All right, y'all know what this is. Y'all know what this is. I mean, what in my Jermaine Dupri voice, I guess. Y'all know what this is. It's Remain Nameless Stories Part 28. It may be. You know what I'm saying? And this one is entitled, That's Just Silly Backpack Billy. I see him twice at 7:30 every day. That's just silly backpack Billy. I see him twice at 7:30 every day. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that is just silly backpack Billy. I see him twice at 7:30 every day. I see him twice at 7:30 every day. Now, Backpack Billy, I'm going to give you a little history on Backpack Billy. Backpack Billy is, Backpack Billy was Backpack Billy, he was silly. Backpack Billy was just that. He was one silly dude, man. Backpack Billy was, I'm saying, in my eyes, like me, like he was sillier than me. Like if you was sillier than me, you had to be one silly ninja to be sillier than me in that regard, right? I'm telling you, because I did nothing like I ain't like to do nothing but snap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like to do nothing but rib on people all day long. I always had some goof troop type thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. I did. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was always into some I mean laughing and joking or whatever the case may be, right? Now, Billy, Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy, he like I said, he was always over the top with the silliness, man. He was super funny. Now I'm gonna give y'all some history on Backpack Billy, because Backpack Billy, he went through a lot, right? So it all started with Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying, when Backpack Billy lost his grandmother, right? Because Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying? At first he was just a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? He used to just be chilling out, you know what I mean, minding his business, da 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 da. You know, I mean, he wasn't as funny, you know what I'm saying? He really didn't have this funny thing going on. He really wasn't trying to be like in the spotlight or be funny or nothing like that. He was just a cool kid that was around the neighborhood, and he used to love racetracks, you know what I'm saying? He used a lot of the Tyco racetracks, the ones that go on the wall, the loop-de-loop joints and all that other crazy stuff, right? And his grandmother used to always, his grandmother, he used to have all types of racetracks in his grandmother's basement. You know what I'm saying? His grandmother she was very active advocate of him and his racetracks and whatever he had got going on. And he had a real good relationship with his grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy had a good relationship with his grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. So, you know, um, one year, you know what I'm saying? I guess his grandmother gets sick or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? And this was right before he ended up getting his backpack. Because Billy wanted these rubber duckies, you know what I'm saying? At this time, you know what I'm saying? The rubber ducky boots was like, you know what I mean? They was the thing. It was a thing that had some of them rubber ducky boots. I don't know if y'all know, but back in the day, them rubber ducky boots, you know what I'm saying? Them were some of the boots to be trying to get at the time, right? So one year, you know what I'm saying, Billy grandmother, you know what I'm saying, she was always getting him nice little stuff or whatever the case may be. But one year she got him a backpack, and she got him the rubber duckies. She got him she got him the backpack, and she got him the rubber duckies. You feel what I'm saying? Shaka Pitts, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on with you, my guy? Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. Yeah, I'm giving a story about my man Backpack Billy. My man Backpack Billy. You know what I'm saying? I see him twice at 7:30 every day. That's just silly Backpack Billy. I see him twice at 7:30 every day. You know what I mean? I see him twice, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, the rubber ducky joints. You know what I'm saying? He got some of the rubber ducky joints, and he got a backpack, right? So he got this backpack, and the backpack now, you know what I'm saying? He had the backpack that had the leather on the bottom, you know what I'm saying? And it was an LL Bean joint. He had an LL Bean, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but you know what I'm saying? He had some LL Bean rubber duckies. He got some rubber duckies from LL Bean, and he got a LL Bean backpack with the LL Bean jacket. Now he really didn't know too much about LL Bean. If you know about LL Bean is one of them premier brands. You know what I'm saying? At that time, LL Bean was kind of like Eddie Bauer. So, he was on one. You know what I'm saying? Billy was proud of that backpack. You know what I'm saying? He was rocking that backpack. And then, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, his grandmother passed away. I was like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, Billy, that's my man. Like, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said he was gentrified, didn't even know it. I don't know. Don't say I don't know. I just know he had the LL Bean joint. And then when I found out, I was like, oh, LL Bean had the LL Bean. You know what I'm saying? That was Sears and Robux. I was like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew about things I didn't know about. He knew about like places like Saks Fifth. I didn't know nothing about none of that type of stuff. For real. Shouts out to the beast. The beast is in the building. The beast is in the building. Shouts out to the beast. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Billy loses grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nasty work. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm saying Billy, you know what I'm saying? Billy fucking, I mean, like I said, Billy pumps with his grandmother, you know what I'm saying? Pause, giving no diddy. I mean, I ain't gonna do that. That's the man grandmother. I ain't gonna even insult myself like that in regards to making some statement like that. But yeah, Billy, you know what I'm saying? He lost his grandmother, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was the one that was helping him get the racetracks. You know, the ones that glow in the dark, they run up on the wall. Like I said, they do the loop-de-loop joints. You know what I'm saying? He had all them joints, bro. Anyone you can name, the two-car joints, you know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever racetrack, whatever Tyco racetrack you could think of, Billy had one of them joints, bro. And he was, I mean, pause, giving no diddy, he was on them joints. And he used to love them shits, right? So, you know, his grandmother passed away, and then he started, you know what I'm saying? He was hanging with, I mean, then Billy started hanging around with some other cats. So one day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Billy used to always go to school. Billy was chilling. Billy was, he was, and I mean, like, he was cool, but it's just something that after his grandmother passed away, man, Billy just, you know what I'm saying? He just, I don't know. He just wasn't, I mean, he just wasn't right? So he was hanging out with this one group of cats, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, these cats, man, I don't think these cats too cool, bro. So I approached Billy. I'm Billy, man. I don't think you need to be hanging with these dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, they, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they timing right. I don't think they timing belt. You know what I'm saying? Is what's up. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh man, don't worry about it, man. That ain't nothing, man. Man, if anything, man, I'm 730. If anything, I'm 730. I'm like, all right, Billy, whatever. However you want to take it, right? So one day, you know what I'm saying? It's like 7:30. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I'm on my way to, I mean, I'm headed on my way to school to get on the bus. And I see Billy. You know what I'm saying? Billy ain't too silly right now. Billy real serious. Billy is like, you know what I'm saying? Billy is real serious at this particular point. I'm like, yo, Billy on fire, on fire. Like Billy was just like, true, I mean, and I'm like, yo, no snap. You know what I mean, so you know, I'm being me, trying to be silly, and I'm thinking Billy about to be on. So, I mean, like we could just laugh and joke. I'm like, yo, Billy, what's good? He's like, I ain't with all that. I ain't with all that. I got him. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he breezed past me. I don't really pay too much mind after that. You feel what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, Billy just seemed like he came back to normal. After that day, I seen him at 7:30. Next time I seen him at 7:30, you know what I'm saying? He was cool. He was laughing. He was giggling. He was back to being old silly backpack Billy. Now, if y'all know, you know what I'm saying, backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying, what's silly? But what y'all don't know is that backpack Billy was out at 7:30. Can't be outside at 7:30 in that backpack, ladies and gentlemen. Backpack. Loaded up with man. Dora the Explorer ain't had sugar honey iced tea on Billy's backpack, y'all. Let me give y'all what really happened. You know what I'm saying? On that fateful day at around 7:30, and the last time I seen Billy, and Billy had his eyes lit up like some Christmas trees. His eyes lit up. I mean, when I seen Billy that morning, Billy just happened to, you know what I'm saying? Billy happened to lose his grandmother. He want to be hanging out with individuals he ain't got no business hanging out with, right? So Billy used to always go to school. So Billy called himself wanting to be a rebel or whatever the case may be. So Billy decides, you know, Billy was like, he liked to laugh. He liked to have fun. He was just like, he was just silly backpack Billy, the one that always had that backpack. You know what I'm saying? So he was the silly backpack Billy, always had that backpack. So he ended up with a group of individuals that, you know what I'm saying, they call themselves skipping school or whatever the case may be, right? Now, Billy was real, you know what I'm saying? He was real adamant on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, his grandmother had passed, so he was real adamant on his grandmother's morals, his grandmother's values, and so on and so forth, right? So he skipped school with some individuals that, they decide they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, have fun at the Amtrak, you know what I'm saying? Now, Billy don't know nothing about no Amtraks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Billy ain't with the Amtrak. You know what I'm saying? Billy don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, no train. He not know nothing about no train ticket, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Billy experienced this particular train, you know what I'm saying? He particular going, I mean, he finds out about going to the train station instead of going to the house, you know what I'm saying? He's appalled by this. This has him like on one. This triggered him to the point where he feel like he need to take vengeance out on all these individuals that's doing this type of stuff. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Billy kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like flipped out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so when Billy come out, it's like, now don't get me wrong, Billy just didn't go and just go crazy on folks, but you know what I'm saying? Billy had a little mantra to whatever it is he had going on, right? So that's how Billy go. Now, every time, you know what I'm saying, Billy go get silly, you know what I'm saying? Billy with the pack back go get silly. It's not gonna be that silly at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be that silly at the end of the day. Somebody about to, you know what I'm saying? It's going down. Now, Billy used to seek out individuals who used to be doing all types of foul stuff to individuals, you know what I'm saying? Billy was always looking for somebody, you know what I'm saying, that was just like, oh, okay, all right, cool. All right, cool. All right, cool. I see you at 7:30. I see you at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? So every time, you know what I'm saying, Billy sees something that he was unappreciative or seen something that was basically immoral or just like basically he didn't think it was cool, he didn't think it had the right like type of value, he's gonna see you at 7:30, right? You know what I'm saying? I seen him twice at 7:30. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just know he came out at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? I know he was always putting his work in at 7:30. You feel what I mean? So he was always seeing a lot of people at 7:30. So I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? What I mean, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to stop, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta stop Backpack Billy because this 7:30 he got going on is nasty work. You feel what I mean? But it's for a good cause at the end of the day. So I really don't really want to say too much. You know what I'm saying? I really just don't want to. I mean, I'm just like, man, whatever. I don't really care. You feel what I mean? Because every time I see him and he out at 7:30. So it's like, man, listen, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he out on this 7:30, so I was kind of cool with Billy being out on this 7:30. You feel what I'm saying? When Billy was out on his 7:30, I was cool with it because basically it wasn't like Billy was looking for people that was, you know what I'm saying, that was being cool. Like Billy was like a vigilante type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like he was cool, calm. He was joking all the time. He laughed all the time. He did whatever it is he did. You feel what I mean? But then if you was doing funny money, like, you know what I'm saying, being very disrespectful, if you did anything he felt like his grandmother felt was disrespectful, he was on your helmet. You know what I'm saying? But the way he was on your helmet was different because he only came out at 7:30. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't know, I mean, like I don't know if anybody else know it was Billy other than me. I don't know if Billy talked to anybody else or anything like that. I know me and Billy talked. Me and Billy had our conversations. I used to talk to Billy a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Billy used to pop out. Like I said, I used to see Billy twice every day at 7:30. You feel me? So I mean, I'm saying I used to have a frequent talk with Billy a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, that's how I was able to find out a lot of the contents in regards to that backpack. Because Billy didn't tell a lot of people that was what was going on inside that backpack, man. That backpack, man. Listen, that backpack had, man. Dora the Explorer ain't had nothing on Billy backpack, respectfully. But he was a silly dude. He used to like to laugh, joke, all that, man. Silly man, silly Billy with the backpack. He was a cool cat. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I seen him twice at 7:30, and when he was outside at 7:30, ooh.
Oh my God!
Oh man. When Backpack Billy, I mean, like I said, when Backpack Billy came out and it was 7:30, man.
Oh my God!
It was nasty work. It was nasty work. It was a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, that it was a lot of people that suffered a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, I don't know what to call it though. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really know what to call it. I don't really know how you really gauge that when you got situations like that. When you got an individual that's out and they, I mean, like it's not like they doing it for to be malice. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they doing it to individuals that don't deserve it. If you got individuals out there that feel like they, you know, they out there robbing folks, you know what I'm saying? They out there doing other stuff. It's like, okay, cool. Billy was kind of like the devil's advocate to that. Like, yo, okay, cool. Y'all want to be? I mean, I'm gonna be the stick up kid to the stick up kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the robber for the robber. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the drug dealer. I mean, you saying I'm gonna be the drug for the drug dealer. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He was that type of dude, you know what I'm saying? Like the dudes that basically want to womanize or be at the bar, you know what I'm saying, treating females like crap, you know what I'm saying, or just trying to buy chicks off. And then, you know, a lot of them individuals that was, you know what I'm saying, doing what they was doing in regards to, you know, these females out here. He was finding out about that. He was taking them, man, he was coming, he was coming right to their door at 7:30. He was coming right to their door at 7:30, yo. Billy will be at your door at 7:30 early. I'm telling y'all right now. Billy used to be at doors at 7:30 real early, y'all. Real early, Billy be at your door. 7:30. It's Billy. You know what I'm saying? Billy with the backpack. But you don't know it's Billy with the backpack. That's the sad part about it. Billy with the backpack. Ooh, wait. Billy with the backpack was definitely different, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all right now. And like I said, he used to always see him twice at 7:30. And when he used to come out, it wasn't too good. And like I said, when Billy come out, you feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be nasty work. So Billy goes on a spree, y'all. I mean, Billy can't get enough of this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Billy gets so wrapped up into this, you know what I'm saying? Like Billy to the point where Billy always on, you know what I'm saying? Billy used to come out twice at 7:30, then it got to the point where Billy out all day long. You know what I'm saying? Billy used to come out twice at 7:30, then it got to the point where Billy with the backpack came out all day long. Billy was outside all day long. He outside, you know what I'm saying? All terror. I mean, he outside on 7:30 all day long. All day long, Billy outside now. Went from Billy being outside twice to Billy just basically getting to a point where Billy just want to be outside all day long. Billy don't want to go in the house. Billy don't go in the house. You know what I'm saying? Billy do not go in the house at all. Billy's just outside all day, every day. Billy just got to be out there in the streets. Billy got to be doing this. Billy got to be doing that. Billy just all over the place. He just silly Billy. Just want to be all over the place, want to be everywhere. Him and that damn backpack. Him and that backpack. Billy just got to be everywhere with that backpack. Billy just cannot sit his behind down. Billy cannot sit his behind down. He really out there on them. I mean, he really out there 7:30. From 7:30 to 7:30 all day. Billy outside all day from 7:30 to 7:30, ladies and gentlemen. And with Billy being out there on the streets from 7:30 to 7:30, it's not a good look. And the things that Billy doing out there on those streets is horrible, ladies and gentlemen. Billy, the things that Billy doing out there on those streets is nasty work. Individuals getting found, you know what I'm saying? Individuals getting found, how they being found. You know, individuals don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like individuals don't even know, like, I mean, individuals, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, getting laid down, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, individuals getting laid down, like, it was different, y'all. It was different, man. You know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying? Silly backpack Billy, man. All right, man. We gonna stop beating around the bush here, man. Backpack Billy, he was a threat, man. He was a bad dude. Backpack Billy was the type of dude to put you to sleep. He'll run down on you, put you to sleep, and wake you up. And act like somebody else robbed you. Backpack Billy was the type of dude that, you know what I'm saying, align you up. Backpack Billy was the type of dude that he'll know your ops and he'll set you up with your ops. You know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy was the type of dude that know your ops, right? And know you did some funny. Backpack Billy was the type of dude, if he didn't like you, he'll set you up with your own ops. And you wouldn't even know it. He'll go down he'll be with your ops. He'll get beat up with you the whole nine. Like, he didn't care. Just so you can get served by the ops. He will line you up. Like I said, Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying? Silly Backpack Billy, he was on that type of time. That 7:30 time that Backpack Billy was on was different. Like I said, he will literally put you to sleep. He found out how to put people to sleep real quick, like lay you down. He'll lay you down. Lay you down. You know what I'm saying? Wake you up like, yo, what you doing laying here? Like, yo, you okay? And you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker come to like, oh shit, yo, man. How long you been laying here, bro? You okay? You got some medicine? You got something you need to, you know what I'm saying? You all right? You feel what I mean? He'll pull it, I mean, like I said, he'll see you, I mean, boom. Backpack Billy type of dude, he see you at the bar, you got that, you flashing that big bankroll at the bar, you want to go buying the bar out, you think you know what I'm saying, you big Willie? Okay, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come out, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have you in that backpack. He gonna have you in the back of a pack. You know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy, the type of dude that have you in the trunk of your own, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gonna really feel your beats. Don't have no beats in the back of your trunk. You gonna fit back there with them beats too. Motherfucker beats by you, motherfucker beats really by you. Respectfully, you gonna be real close to your beats. You gonna hear your beats and you know what I'm saying? Right then and there. Your beats, you know what I'm saying, Backpack Billy, silly Backpack Billy will make sure you gonna listen to your beats right there. You could be right up close and personal with them 12s you just bought. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be you gonna be real snug and cozy with them amps and stuff you just put in the back of your trunk. Fuck around with Backpack Billy. You feel what I mean? Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying? He definitely was, you know what I'm saying? He definitely was using a lot of them Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had a lot of Home Depot products and he didn't need to in that damn backpack. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. It's individuals out there that's just, you know what I'm saying, they just out there, they ain't got no good sense. Sometimes they just snap, man. You know what I'm saying? I really was trying to have it where it was like kind of like PC, but nah, I ain't about to PC this joint, man. Backpack Billy was off the meat rack, man. Pause, giving no Diddy, no Dwight tonight, man. Backpack Billy he was one of them dudes that, you know what I'm saying, like he did not care about nobody's feelings, he didn't care about nobody or nothing or no one. You know what I'm saying? As long as if he felt like it was just and right for him to do, he was pretty much gonna do it. And he just wanted to, like, I don't know, he wanted to inflict pain. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, he just always felt like this disrespect for some reason. Every time somebody did something that was just like, you know what I mean, out of his league or something that he didn't like, I guess he just took it as a disrespect and just decided he wanted to, you know, make sure they suffered whatever consequences and repercussions he wanted them to suffer. He did not care. He did not have no care in the world for nothing. For nothing. You know what I'm saying? Silly Billy with the backpack, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I started seeing him twice at 7:30, I knew it was over. You know what I'm saying? When I started seeing him all day long, he took over. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like, what do you do? You feel what I'm saying? What do you do? Because like I said, nobody knows. I mean, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on but me. Nobody knows silly backpack Billy out here doing all this reckless shit. Everybody just know him as Silly Backpack Billy. Nobody knows that he run around here doing all. I mean, nobody knows that he run around here robbing folks. You know what I'm saying? They don't know he out here putting people to sleep. They don't know he out here. You know what I'm saying? Doing all types of stuff. He participating in a whole lot of different. I mean, he participating in a whole lot of different activities. He lining people up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He catches, you know what I'm saying? He on, I mean, like, he investigating those that's doing a lot of the other, you know what I'm saying, funny money stuff. So, you know, it wasn't that bad for me. I didn't look at it as if it was that bad. I just looked at it as, you know what I'm saying, it just, I mean, you can't be doing that. I kind of felt like some of the people deserved it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt like some of the people deserved it. That's why I ain't really say too much to Backpack Billy. I don't know if I feel, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about the situation now. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe I should have spoke to him. Maybe I could have had some words of encouragement for him. Once I found out, you know what I mean, what type of time he was on or what he was actually doing out here. Once I found out what he was really doing out here, why? I mean, should I have took some necessary steps to try to stop him? Because I mean, when I first started seeing it, you know what I mean, I really didn't, you know, I kind of like turned a blind eye to it. I ain't gonna lie. When I first started seeing the signs of Billy, I mean, Billy getting, I mean, a little too silly, you feel what I mean? I'm like, whoa, what's going on with Billy? He getting a little too silly right now, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, he out at 7:30 now, you know? Billy don't know, I mean, that ain't the type of time Billy was on. But when Billy started coming out at 7:30, I knew it was go time. So I'm like, all right, man, Billy been out, and I'm saying I done see him one too many times out here at 7:30. Let me do a little investigation. So that's when I did my investigation to find out that Billy was out here on these streets, you know what I'm saying, doing what he was doing in regards to, you know, being on that type of time. Now, you know what I'm saying, Billy, you know, I mean, he was silly for a while. He was silly for quite a while, you feel what I mean? He got so silly to the point where nobody really knew how silly the whole situation was. You feel me? Nobody really knew how silly the situation was because nobody knew that. I mean, Billy was just that silly. He just a kid with, I mean, silly. He just a kid with a backpack that was just silly all the time. Because you know, when it was 7:30, I don't think the only person he seen was me. When it was 7:30, the only person Billy seen was me. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think a lot of people knew what was going on with Billy. Because I mean, like I said, when Billy got to 7:30, the only person he really seen was me. And I ain't really had too much to say to Billy, so he just continued on with his business. He just did whatever he felt like doing. And then it basically got to the point where, you know what I mean, Billy could operate no more. They shut Billy down. You feel what I mean? Billy got shut down. And then when Billy got shut down, even then, when Billy got shut down, I mean, even then, Billy was still looking to, you know, he was still looking to pop out. You know what I'm saying? He was still looking to hang out. You know what I mean? But then it's like, nah, you got to go in the house, Billy. You got to sit down for a second. You know what I'm saying? Your curfew. So I guess he got in trouble one too many times, and his parents came and got him, put him on punishment. So when Billy got, I mean, that's when I stopped seeing Billy because I see, I mean, I stopped seeing Billy when Billy got put on punishment. When Billy got put on punishment, I ain't see him for a minute. The next time I see Billy, oh man, he wasn't the same person no more. He was still silly Billy, but he ain't had no backpack. Yeah, I seen him. He ain't had no backpack though. So I don't know. I think he put them days behind him. So I definitely think he put them days behind him. So, what time is it? Oh, okay, cool. I say that to say this. This particular, you know what I'm saying, Remain Nameless story is pretty much encoded. You know what I mean? It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of codes going on in this particular Remain Nameless story. It may be. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely some codes in regards to this particular Remain Nameless story. So I say that to say this, man. Sometimes, you know what I mean, certain things, certain situations trigger individuals. You know what I mean? And sometimes individuals get triggered, and certain times individuals don't even know they get triggered. And once they get triggered, it's like a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Once this trigger, once this light switch go off, you feel what I'm saying? Or yeah, once this light switch go on, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're the only individual that's in the room that know that this light came on or that this light is on. You feel me? Sometimes people have a very good way of hiding things and basically putting things away and having things in existence that, you know, are not really in existence, but in existence, if that makes sense. So, you know, when we triggered by certain things and, you know what I mean, we find ourselves doing certain things that, you know, are not too advantageous for life or not too advantageous for other individuals. Look deep inside yourself to figure out why you want to basically perform those particular actions or why you want to do some of those particular things and things of that nature. Because what happened with Billy is when Billy grandmother passed away, Billy basically when Billy grandmother passed away, it hit a switch in Billy. When Silly Backpack Billy grandmother passed away, it hit a switch in Billy. Billy basically had a switch that was turned on. He had a trauma trigger that was turned on. When Silly Backpack Billy grandmother died, a switch turned on and basically turned Silly Backpack Billy. Shouts out to Nam Goon Toon Goon, turned Silly Backpack Billy into a 730 monster. If y'all know what 730 is, y'all know what I mean by 730 monster. Basically, he was the same person, but he was the same person, but he was two people. Like once, you know what I'm saying, he'd be silly hanging out with his homies, this, that, and the third. He get by himself, he's somebody else. Just that fast. He's somebody else. He get by himself, he's somebody else every time. Every time. At first it was just like little phases. It was like little phases. He'd get by himself, he'd just want to do something silly. So he'd just put somebody to sleep just for the fun of it. Like let me see if I can. Let me see. You know what I mean? Because they used to have a little challenge to see see how fast you can put somebody to sleep. Like see what's the fastest you can put somebody to sleep. So that was a little game they used to play in the hood. Silly backpack Billy, silly Billy with the backpack. You know what I'm saying? He took it to a whole nother level. He learned how to put you out in like about you know what I mean? A couple of seconds, about 3 seconds, you gone. You out. You knocked out. So, you know what I'm saying? He was on that type of time. He basically, like I said, silly backpack Billy, he'll basically put you to sleep and wake you up. And ask you how long you been there. Been and went through your pockets and the whole nine. Returning your wallet, like, man, what happened? I don't know, man. I called the sometimes he'll basically have somebody call 911 for you. And, that dude was, he was a monster, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he'd go to the bar, man. He'd be chilling up at the bar, man. He'd see you up there with some stacks. You out there buying the bar out. You know what I'm saying? You was one of them, if you was one of them champagne pouring ass ninjas, he was on your helmet every time. You did not make it, man. As soon as he was clipping you every time you got out the bar. For all y'all a lot of y'all that got clipped, a lot of y'all got clipped by the homie silly backpack Billy. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I knew. I'm sorry, my bad. I apologize. I didn't know he got that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to see him twice. You know what I'm saying? I used to see him twice at 7:30. I didn't know he was outside all day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was outside from 7:30 to 7:30. See, I didn't know Backpack Billy was out. I know when I seen him, I only seen him twice a day, but I didn't know he was out from 7:30 to 7:30. If I knew he was out from 7:30 to 7:30, I probably would have said, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have, try to be a little more advantageous on getting that man up off the streets because I didn't know he was out there all day. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know he was out there all day. Like I said, I only seen, you know what I'm saying, silly Backpack Billy, you know what I'm saying, twice a day. But again, like I said, he was out there doing the most. Well, like I said, he wasn't doing the most in my eyes. In my eyes, he was okay. Because, like I said, if you was out stunting at the bar, you know what I'm saying, you want to be sure that you got all this money, you want to be doing this and you want to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Backpack Billy was just going, Backpack, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You want to be putting your hands on the ladies and all that. You want to be, you know what I'm saying? You want to be the tough guy. You want to be the pimp. Okay, Backpack Billy had a lot for y'all. Y'all know it. A lot of y'all was out there doing that funny money to a lot of them females and whatnot. A lot of y'all karma was Backpack Billy. A lot of y'all don't know. A lot of the times y'all thought y'all was coming out the house after y'all was y'all got robbed after y'all just got finished putting y'all hands in y'all baby mama. Y'all thought that was by coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all thought that was by coincidence. Yeah, I don't know. I think some of y'all, I don't think some of those was by coincidence, man. I think some of y'all was out here, you know what I'm saying? I thought y'all was going, you know what I'm saying, be on y'all giving no Diddy and thought it was just gonna be like that. No. Billy didn't like that sugar honey iced tea. Billy was dope. Yeah, y'all thought y'all was gonna be doing something like that. Y'all ain't never noticed y'all got something happened after that. Y'all never noticed a lot of y'all karma came right back to y'all real quick. A lot of y'all karma came right back to y'all real quick. With courtesy of Silly Billy with the backpack. A lot of y'all individuals seen y'all karma. A lot of y'all individuals, got y'all karma caught up with y'all due to silly backpack Billy. He was silly backpack Billy was like I said, that man, that guy was definitely different. So I say that to say this, man. When certain things happen in our life, man, we got to figure out how our grieving process is going, and we definitely got to start looking into making sure we have some mental health, because it could have really went bad. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately for silly backpack Billy, you know what I mean, he only ended up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? He ended up making it through jail, but he ended up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? He could have ended up, being unalived out here on these streets. So I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, silly backpack really actually made it throughout these streets. You feel what I mean? But my thing is like, you know what I mean, when we get those triggers, we go through things in life, and sometimes those things in life may trigger us. You know? Maybe if, you know what I'm saying, if silly backpack Billy would have found out what was actually triggering him like that, he wouldn't have been out there putting himself at risk or putting himself in danger to the point where he could have been unalive. And he was doing things to other individuals that, ultimately led him to basically have to go do time in jail. So, when we go through things, we got to figure out how we handle these things. And like I said, this mental health thing is definitely a big thing. You feel what I mean? It's definitely a thing. Because I don't think, you know what I'm saying, silly backpack Billy really realized that he really, you know what I'm saying, was on that type of time. I don't really think he really knew that he was on that type of time. You feel what I mean? I think it was just like a switch. Like, Billy, I don't think he had that. I don't think he knew he was on that type of time. You feel what I mean? Like he knew he had certain itches. He knew he'd be cool. And he knew he lost his grandmother. He knew he had to hold it down. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, it was just that one situation where he just kind of like switched. That one day at 7:30, he just kind of like, oh. And you know what I'm saying, he was on 7:30 from 7:30 to 7:30 the whole time. And like I said, I just only see him twice. I only see him twice at 7:30. So, you know, it was different. So Billy, man, yeah, we gotta make sure we look out for Billy, man. Because Billy is a very dangerous person, man. He could be very dangerous. If we don't acknowledge when Billy, you know what I'm saying, gets switched on, and when Billy gets switched up, and when Billy get turned on, you know what I'm saying, we can have individuals out here doing all types of silly stuff. Because Billy, like I said, Billy could have been unalive. There could have been a lot of stuff that happened to Billy. But luckily for Billy and everybody else, they're not really having for Billy. You know what I'm saying? Billy ended up making it out. You know what I'm saying? I wonder where Billy at right now. I don't know. I don't know. He probably lurking in the shadows somewhere. Shouts out to Billy, man. I wonder where you at, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if Billy's still out here running the streets. If anybody's seen Silly Backpack Willie, man, tell Silly Backpack Willie to holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I don't be out at 7:30 no more, so I probably won't see him. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm ever out at 7:30, I'll probably see him. But I don't really. I mean, I'll be at work. You know what I mean, I try to be in the house by 7:30, so I damn sure ain't gonna look to be seeing Silly Backpack Billy. You feel me? You feel me? I'm definitely not trying to see Silly Backpack Billy. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all know and understand. Y'all go look for that mental health, man. Y'all go, you know what I mean, tap in, and especially if you go through something traumatizing, especially if you're going through death, if you're going through things of that nature. Start learning to understand the the um the grief, the forms of grief. You know what I'm saying? The stages of grief. That's what I meant to say. The stages of grief. Make sure you know and understand the stages of grief. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, the stages of grief, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, make sure y'all know and understand about the stages of grief, man. The stages of grief, man. Because you know when we grieving, you do a lot of things, and sometimes you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's a lot that can go on in regards to grieving, in regards to us as individuals. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes we create an alter ego and don't even know it. You know, some people be walking around with an alter ego and don't even know it. You feel what I mean? Certain people think that I mean, I mean, like yeah, there's some people walking around with a whole alter ego and don't even know they have an alter ego. Certain people are triggered and tapped into something, you know what I mean, due to certain trauma and don't even know they tapped into it. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't even know. I mean, like they so in tune. They say they so in tune that they out of tune with it. Is that you feel what I mean? Certain people go through things and they, like I said, they so in tune that they out of tune. And it's just certain things that'll just trigger them and turn them and twist them into different states. You feel what I'm saying? Cause silly backpack Billy, he was cool, always cool. Oh, he was silly until somebody triggered him. Soon as something like that triggered him, soon as like somebody got loud with a female, soon as somebody did something like that, it was over. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying, I mean, he waiting. You know what I'm saying, he waiting to come out. He waiting to get on. He waiting to come out at 7:30. You feel me? Every time. Nobody knew though. You know what I'm saying? He was always silly having fun. And as soon as somebody triggered him, he's I mean, I can't wait to 7:30. I can't wait to 7:30. He was gonna be on somebody he couldn't wait to 7:30 because he's gonna be all by himself. He's gonna be all by himself. But you know what I'm saying? He's like, exactly. I mean, I can't wait to 7:30. Every single time. Every single time somebody triggered silly backpack Billy, he couldn't wait to 7:30, man. He could not wait to 7:30. He was on it every time. He used to love, man. I think he used to fiend for it. I mean, sometimes I think he used to be going out looking for it just so he could be on. Because I can't wait for 7:30, man. You know, and you know what I'm saying. He was like that for years. He went like that for a long time, and never figured out why he. You know what I'm saying, and never knew why he was outside like that. He never even knew. He never even knew. Nobody even knew. He didn't even know. How could you keep something like that from yourself? You feel what I'm saying? How could you keep something like that from yourself? That's different. When you keep stuff, when you can keep stuff from yourself. That's how I know individuals, we are like very powerful beings because you can literally keep a whole identity from yourself. Your mind has the power to allow you to basically, you know what I'm saying? Like literally have a whole identity that you keep from yourself. Through some type of traumatizing event or through some traumatizing thing that went on in your life, you know what I'm saying? So, I say that to say, I mean, when you go through something traumatizing or you go through a traumatizing event, man, sometimes, just take a step back and kind of like look at your life, kind of look at your ways and actions, kind of like look at what you're doing and just stop and take a breather. Cause sometimes they just continue to jump into life and things that's happening that we basically not even aware unaware that we aware of them, you know, unaware that you're aware of them. You feel what I'm saying? Cause when that clock hit 7:30, you know what I'm saying? Like when that clock hit 7:30, everything was just basically on silly Billy time. You feel me? It was a whole lot of times, you know what I'm saying, where it was just like a whole lot of times where it was just like, no, I didn't even know. You feel me? It was a whole lot of times that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of times that I was just on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of times I seen Billy at 7:30 and was gone. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean, like I wake up the next day, you know what I'm saying, kind of like blacked out. I be like didn't even, but I remembered it, but I kind of like didn't remember it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like respectfully, I kind of like man, it was kind of like it was different. It kind of felt like, you know what I mean, I really don't know what it felt like. You know what I mean? It was just different. Because for the most part, as long as I'm chilling, I'm hanging out, and I'm saying I was cool. I was chilling. I mean, I was silly, this, that, and the third, whatever, whatever. And then as soon as something was like, you know what I mean, this like just rude or vulgar, it was just like, and then like I mean, I can't wait for 7:30. I can't wait for 7:30, yo. Respectfully, I cannot wait for 7:30. And I mean, like I said, I went along, I had that like split personality for years. I had a whole split personality for years. Like I was literally like I literally had roles. Like I was literally playing a role. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had two roles that I was playing in my own little movie. You know? You know what I mean? I had the, you know what I'm saying? I had the day that, I mean, I had the day, you know what I mean? I had the day person. I mean, the character everybody seen and that everybody was, you know what I mean, familiarized with. And I mean, the character everybody knew about. And then I had the other character. You know, the character, whereas if it's on, I mean, if you ain't on that 7:30 time, you don't know nothing about, I mean, that's the dark side of the spectrum. And you know, what's in the dark, you don't bring, I mean, you don't bring what's in the dark to light. You keep what's in the dark in the dark. And when I jumped over to the dark side, you feel what I'm saying? I was on the dark side all day, every day. I was on the dark side all day, every day. And didn't even know it. Cause the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like once I lost my grandmother, I lost it. Once I lost my grandmother, I lost it, but I didn't know I lost it. I thought that was cool. I thought I mean, like shit. I'm just doing street sugar honey iced tea. I mean, like I ain't really. You know what I mean, I ain't lost it for real. I lost it. I thought I was just being bad. I just thought I was being no. I lost it. My mind wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm suffering through a whole lot of grief. I'm suffering a whole lot of grief in that regard. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm living two different personalities. I got two different personalities. You know what I'm saying? At one moment, I'm sitting there laughing and joking, giggling, this, that, and the third. And like I said, within the, you know what I'm saying, within the Carnation Breakfast instant minute, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing something different. I could get to that 7:30 clock real quick. And like I said, when I'm on that 7:30 clock, I was on that 7:30 clock by myself. It wasn't a gang of people with me. When, you know what I'm saying, when my other, you know what I'm saying, when the other side of me came out, you know what I'm saying, when the other side of me came out, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't nobody around. Shouts out to Tamron Diddle. There wasn't nobody around when my other side came out. You know what I'm saying? That was basically really one of the true definitions. I do my dirt by my lonely. But again, like I said, and I mean, it was like a trance. It was like a what do you call it? Like I don't even know what to really call it at this point because I don't. I mean, like I said, I remembered it, but I didn't remember it. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like having one of them superhero things, like where I just go out and just be on. I mean, be on that 7:30 type of time, and then just like I mean, go lay down. You know what I'm saying? Like go do that. I mean, like, but then it was always like wee hours of the night too. You know what I'm saying? Because I always be up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a night out. I love the nighttime. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I mean, I can't. I don't know the nighttime. I mean, I'm about to say that yeah, the nighttime was triggers for me too. I couldn't be outside at night a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Nighttime used to get me triggered to do shit. You know what I mean? It was a lot of things that I mean that I had that triggered me to get me to be on that type of time. But like I said, I didn't know no better. I didn't know I was traumatized at that point. You feel me? I don't know. I don't know why I got these particular urges. I just know I got these particular urges, and I know. I mean, like I said, it was. Oh goodness, it was different, y'all. Let me shut up. But yeah, we definitely got to start taking care of our grief, man. We all grieve in different ways, man, and we all gonna. I mean, like I said, man, we all gonna. I really wish I had a support system at that time, and I don't even know if a support system would have helped. Would have helped. But I wish somebody would have actually really been able to probably look or probably just look into stuff or look into something. Cause I did have a few. I did. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of different because I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if having a support system because I probably would have rebelled from the. Yeah, I pretty much was rebellious to any and everything at that point anyway. Yeah, I pretty much was rebellious. I really didn't want to hear too much of nothing from nobody anyway. I really wasn't listening to nobody. I really didn't care what nobody had to say after that anyway. Consider the fact the only person that I would listen to was no longer, and I mean, she was no longer here at this point. So I don't know whether or not if I was able to get counseling at that particular point in time, whether or not the same situation would have arose. But for the simple fact that nobody, I mean, it wasn't even an option. It was something that was never even readily available. And considering the fact that it had such an impact on, you know what I'm saying, my life as a kid is like different. Because I was what? I was a kid and I basically, you know what I'm saying, I basically I had like I had two separate personalities. I went through trauma and I was going through trauma. I had two personalities and I didn't even know. Like for one, I didn't know how to go to nobody and tell somebody that I got like two split personalities. Like how do you go? I didn't want to be seen like I was crazy. I didn't want to seem like, oh no, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go to your parents and be like, yo, mom, man? Nah, I mean, like, your mom, man. Sometimes I get the urge, you know what I'm saying? I get angry sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And I go out and I mean, like, I leave out my house, I creep out of the house, leave out of the window. I mean, to go rob, I mean, to go like rob somebody. Or you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, go. You know what I mean, like find somebody that you know what I mean, just go look for trouble, and you know what I'm saying, like I would literally go out and search. How do you tell your parents that? You know what I'm saying? But if you don't even recognize it yourself, like the first couple of times, like you know what I mean, the first couple of times you do, like you find yourself in particular situations, it's not like you just know. Like you literally be on something. I don't know. This is how it was for me. You literally like be on an adrenaline rush to the point where it's just like you really like somebody else. You literally like somebody else. It's like you literally like a whole nother person. It's like I wasn't. I mean, the silly backpack Billy. You know what I'm saying? It's. You know what I'm saying it's Mr. 730 now. It's Mr. 730 now. And I like I said, how was I supposed to recognize it? How was I supposed to know, or how was I supposed to be able to diagnose this sugar honey iced tea? I'm not even believing that most of it is real at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm dreaming or like sometimes am I dreaming? Sometimes I didn't know. Sometimes I used to go on these binges. I mean, like I said, sometimes I used to go on these there was like binges. Sometimes I used to go on these anger binges and I just be in that like that angry state for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be in them angry binges for a while, then pop out and then be, I mean, be back to what considered normal, laughing and joking a lot of the time. But a lot of the laughing and joking just came for the fuck that I had a lot. I mean, I think it was just like I had a lot of aggression. I had more. I mean, I laughed to keep from crying most of the time. And if a lot of that's, I mean, like if a lot of people know me, they know well, goddamn, that nigga probably that nigga wanted to cry all the goddamn time. Pretty much, a lot of the time. A lot of times I was hurt. A lot of times, I mean, they say hurt people hurt people. That's probably why a lot of times I was always looking to be silly or snap on somebody or talk about somebody or do something. That was all. I mean, that was all. That was all a coping mechanism. It was all aggressive at the end of the day. All of me being silly, doing this, that, and the third, laughing and joking all the time. You know what I'm saying? That was another defense mechanism. And then when basically I get triggered, it just basically it just turned up a notch to where as if now I'm just aggressive in different ways. It was all a form of aggression. It was just aggression in different ways. Me being silly, you know what I'm saying, talking about other people or, you know what I'm saying, like, degrading other people or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that I was doing to make myself feel better or put myself on a pedestal was all aggressive towards somebody else. And then if I ever felt disrespected or, you know what I mean, degraded by somebody else, you know what I'm saying, I just take it to a whole nother level at that point. And I wasn't even fair about it because then I was kind of sneaky with it because then I'm not even really doing it blatantly in your face. I'm just coming at, I mean, I'm coming at some random moment where you never know. I could have pulled up on you 2 days. I mean, 2 days after, 3 days after. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was putting them down, you didn't know. I mean, I'm not letting you know it's me. Oh, that was the weirdest thing about a lot of y'all stick up kids. I do not understand how y'all was telling people it was y'all, or y'all was going barefaced, or y'all was just letting them even know that y'all was in that type of profession. A lot of people didn't. I mean, like I said, I wasn't noticed. The individual didn't know what the hell what I had going on until it was in the newspaper. And I was doing that shit all the time. I was outside. I was fucking. Man. I was fucking niggas up all the goddamn time. I was putting, man. Listen, I was having a whole lots of fun. Cause for one, a lot of times when you do stuff by yourself, for one, ain't nobody else gonna know. And for two, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, the way, like I said, ain't nobody to say nothing. That shit be crazy. You feel what I mean? And then the sinister part about it is like a lot of times I just be sitting around them like, and I'll be knowing, and like I know it was me. That's how I knew. I mean, at some point, I had to be a sick individual. I was a sick individual because how do you sit around somebody that you just, I mean, like you just know you just robbed them. You know you just robbed them. And you like, oh, word, you know what I'm saying? Then you go help them get their money back. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you give them some of their, like, that's just sick there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at the end of the day. But, you know, that was the life that I was living at the time. You feel what I mean? I didn't care about nobody's feelings, and I felt like didn't nobody care about my feelings, but I didn't know how to express that. And again, when I basically when I went through whatever it is that I was going through, I didn't have nobody to talk to, and I really didn't understand what was going on. I just knew I had these particular urges to do certain things, and I was just doing. And the more complicated the situation, the more the more it seemed like I couldn't do it, the more I wanted to do it. You know, the higher the risk factor, the more I was interested into it. For real. So with that being said, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. And I'm gonna have basically we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up. But I say that to say this, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, please let's really start focusing on mental health. You know what I'm saying? Let's start focusing on our trauma. Let's start focusing on some of the things that we need to take care of in regards to our lives. Because, you know, sometimes we're going through trauma and a lot of times we could be traumatized and go through trauma and don't even know it. I'm a prime example. I was going through trauma in my life. I literally had two different personalities and was unaware that I was basically dealing with two different personalities. I was dealing with two different personalities at the same time and was unaware of it. And I mean, it wasn't nobody there to even help diagnose it, no nothing. And it wasn't until I got a whole lot older to realize that, you know, I was dealing with I mean, I was dealing with a trauma. I was dealing with a trauma twin. I had a whole trauma twin. I lived years with a trauma twin. And then, well, I knew it, but I didn't, you know what I mean? Undiagnosed. Living around with a trauma twin, undiagnosed. All because, you know, I couldn't, I mean, I didn't know how to handle the trauma that I was going through in regards to, you know, losing my grandmother. You know? So that was one of the grieving processes that I was never able to overcome. I got stuck in that particular grieving process. I got comfortable with that grieving process. You know what I mean? Like I got comfortable with that grieving process. Like that was the stage of the grieving process that I was most comfortable with. It kind of fed me the most. I didn't know it at the time, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, for me to y'all, man, when y'all going through things, man, and y'all got issues, man, please go try to figure something out, man. Even if you don't know, even if you think like nothing wrong. Even if you think, yo, man, ain't nothing wrong with me, I'm good, man, just go check it out anyway. Because I thought I was good at the same time. I just thought, oh, it's just a phase, or oh, no, it ain't true, or no, I really wouldn't be like that, or no, I wouldn't do nothing like that. No, like the denial is real. The denial is really, really real, ladies and gentlemen. The denial is really real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I denied it, and I was in denial for a long time. It wasn't until 23 and 1 that basically, you know what I'm saying, until I started realizing that, you know, it was it was somebody else there. For real. It was somebody else there. And when I realized that, you know what I mean, I was able to take on, you know what I mean? But I had to, I mean, like, I had to get sat, I had to sit down, and I had to be sat down. And I had to take a look at my life. You know what I mean? I had to be taken away from all the worldly things, you know what I'm saying? I had to be sit down. I had to be placed inside of a cell for 23 hours for me to reflect on my life, and reflect on what I had going on, and really take a seat to see what I was really getting myself into. Some of us don't make it to. I mean, first of all, some of us don't make it to that jail cell. Some of us basically end up in the ground 6 feet deep. Some of us don't make us out. Some of us don't make it out of these jail cells either. So luckily for me, I was able to, you know what I mean, make it through the jail system, make it through all that particular situation. I was able to find out or figure out certain things in regards to my life and myself. I was able to get certain mental health and find certain situations. I mean, find certain things that help me out in regards to my mental health, and start realizing that mental health was a thing, and start realizing some of the things that had me in certain situations that I was in. And now that we have these resources available, and that these resources are available, we need to start taking advantage of these resources and start looking into them, whether or not we feel like, you know what I'm saying, we have a situation or not. That's one of the problems, whether or not you have a situation or not. Find out whether or not just get somebody else's opinion. Get somebody else's opinion. And a lot of us parents, man, when we going through situations, man, let's just start trying to help, or start being advantageous to for us to start getting more mental health, and for our children to get mental health. Start looking at things that could be very traumatizing and things of that nature, man. But yeah, it is what it is. Shouts out to the new network. Y'all know what it is, man. Remain Nameless Stories Part 28. It may be. You know what I'm saying? That's just silly backpack Billy. I see him twice at 7:30 every day. Shouts out to him. You know what I mean, I used to see him twice at 7:30 every day. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to the new network, man. Shouts to everybody that tapped in and tuned in this morning, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in. Y'all know it's Tipsy Tuesdays with Blaze and Bennett tonight, so we definitely gonna be outside for the Tipsy Tuesdays. We gotta talk our sugar honey iced tea. We gotta talk our sugar honey iced tea. We gonna be talking about etiquette and things of that nature, man. Because they had a good conversation that I think I want to discuss tonight about etiquette and things of that nature, man. Because you know a lot of people just don't know how things go, but it is what it is. Let me get my sponsor out of the way, y'all. Let me get my sponsor out of the way.
She's been down and out, she's been wrote about, she's been talked about.
Shouts out to Sip Happens Tea Shop with the tea of the week. This week's tea of the week is Irish Breakfast Tea, highly caffeinated black tea blend. Provides a strong energy boost, delivers a high dose of heart healthy antioxidants, and support metabolism, focus, and digestion, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, man, it was a pleasure hanging out with y'all this morning, man. Remain Nameless Stories Part 28. It may be, man. And this story was basically a story about myself. You know what I mean? About some of the things that happened when I went through some traumatic experiences in regards to my life and was unaware of them, and basically how my ways and actions had changed. And no one was aware of my ways and actions other than me, because for one, didn't express them. For two, didn't know that, you know what I mean? This was like a thing. And three, I was, you know what I'm saying, dealing with a form of grief that I was unaware of. So, you know, not to say or be making any excuses for it. It's just basically about bringing the knowledge and awareness to it. That's all. Because after my grandmother died, you know what I mean, like I said, and there was just certain things that I basically seen, and I didn't know. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like, I mean, I guess I snapped. I don't know. I guess I snapped. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was kind of like two of me, and I didn't realize it. I mean, like I didn't realize that it was like two of me for a long time. You know, I don't know if I just wanted to just like, I didn't know if I just wanted to black him out, or I mean, or just act like he didn't exist, or however that whole situation went. But just to know that it was two people, it was like it was different. So it is what it is at the end of the day, man. I'm glad I was able to, you know what I'm saying, get to some therapy. I'm glad I was able to get to the bottom of it. I was able, I mean, to go and peel back the layers of my life to figure out why, you know what I mean, I was able, or I got to those particular positions, or why I was doing those particular things, you know, and why I was just so adamant on me, you know what I'm saying, blocking them out. And what were some of the triggers that had me doing certain things, you know? So make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, tap in, man. Make sure y'all do what y'all gotta do for yourselves. Y'all already know if y'all live and start giving, give so much life and love to yourself to the point where you can give life and love to others, man. If you got breath, you blessed. Y'all already know my motto: positive energy always creates elevation. So if you're looking to create elevation in your life, know it all starts off with positive energy. And yeah, if you're in the present, treat it as a present. You are a gift. You are definitely a gift, respectfully. So, it was a pleasure. We outside. Tipsy Tuesdays going down tonight. You know what I mean? So if y'all don't know, y'all know now. We're gonna be talking our sugar honey iced tea with Blazing Bennett tonight. Tipsy Tuesdays. I'll see y'all later. One.